Hello everyone, welcome to the second event of the Biscuit Brawl Bleague for Season 5, Vine Jump. The rules are the exact same as the A-League version. You have to jump off the vines, land in the highest value catch basins. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Just get the most points possible. The tadpoles will show you how this event works yet again. They're jumping, and they will go down. One of them lands in the 9, one lands in the 3, the other two land in the 0. You want to get as many points as possible, and that would be a score of a 12, which is not very good. So hopefully the test teams can do, the actual competitors can do better than that. First up is the Fearsome Fire. They had a terrible event last time. They got last place in hurdles. And, you know, this run does look a lot better, though. A 10, a 7, a 3, and a 0. That is 20, which is obviously currently first right now. Much better than what the Tadpoles did. But still, I don't think it's going to win the event, personally. But it could. We don't know how these teams will do. Heat 2, Golden Hearts. Another team that had a pretty rough showing last event. They got 15th in hurdles. This is reverse championship order. Oh, 2 10s, though. That's pretty impressive. A 7 and then a 0. That 0 is going to hurt them a little bit, but a 27 is not exactly a bad run. That should definitely help them out quite a bit. So yeah, the double 10 really helping out there. Heat 3, Battling Batteries, new to the Bleague, and it shows 14th last event in the third team to go. Starting off with 2 9s, that's really great, and then a 3, so things honestly going pretty well. That is a total of a 21, I think. Yeah, that is a bit ahead of Fearsome Fire. So, yeah, second out of 3. So far, just middle of the road right now. Heat 4, we have the Bookworms, who, this is, I believe, their second Bleague. After failing to qualify this season. They got 13th last time. An 8 and a 9 to start things off, but it looks like the other two won't get any points. So, with 2 zeros, that's only enough for a 17, which is provisionally last. Now, this isn't the worst run I've seen, but it's definitely not going to be good overall. And since they're already in the relegation zone, this is not looking good so far. Heat 5, we have the Berry Bombers. How will they do? This is their, I believe, third straight Bleague, starting off with a 9 and then a 3, but 2 of them getting a 0. Blueberry and Blackberry both getting 0s. Meanwhile, Strawberry and Raspberry, the 2 reddish marbles, managed to get at least some points on the board, but still 12 is a pretty paltry score. 5th out of 5. That's bad. Next up are the Social Butterflies in Heat 6, the final team, I believe, currently in the relegation zone. They just got out of the Bleague last season, but this is looking atrocious. Oh no. A 9 and 3 zeros. This is one of the worst runs that we have seen. This is, I believe, would have been like 15th of the main league. That is horrendous. And unsurprisingly, last place. Dragonfly Dancers in Heat 7. This is their third Bleague. They haven't seen it since Season 2, though. But 2 10s right off the bat. Great start. A 3 right there. Kind of hurts a bit, as does that 0. That's 0. Really going to hurt them. It looks like they could have potentially taken the lead, but the 3 and the 0 means that they'll only be getting a 23, which is still not bad. It is second out of 7, but it could have been a lot better. Next up is the Oozers. In their first Bleague, actually, the only, not the only team here for the first time, but the only team that previously had perfect attendance. One of them really fast, jumping over the catch basin. That's still 0 points, by the way. An 8 and 8 and a 6, though. That's pretty consistent. That sounds like a pretty good run, and it is 22 points and provisionally third out of 8. Good work by the Oozers, but it's still the Golden Hearts in the lead with a 27, which is significantly better than the Dragonfly Dancers with 23. Next up, we're going to the top half of the standings with the Crimson Killers. Have only been in the Bleague as they got relegated in Season 1. Did pretty good in Season 2, but a 9 and a 3. That's again pretty bad. I believe that ties with the Berry Bombers for, I believe, second or third to last place. That's, yeah, tied 7th out of 9, which is very, very not good for the Crimson Killers. Unfortunate run for them. Heat 10, Northern Stars. This is their first season ever as, like, an actual team. They did good in their first events, actually competing. Will they do good here? Starting with a 9.54. Pretty middle of the road. That's only an 18, which is not particularly impressive. And yeah, it's a mediocre score. That's 6th out of 10. That could theoretically get top half, but I don't personally see it becoming that way. Heat 11 is the Nightlights. They did get relegated from the main league last season, so they're going to want to make up some ground here. But 2 10s right off the bat is great, but they also pull off a 3-0, which I believe ties with the Dragonfly Dancers. I don't quite know for what position. It is going to be for 2nd place, a tied provisional 2nd place, which is quite good, all things considered. Things are looking good for the Nightlights this season. Hydrathletes up next. Surprised to see it there. They haven't seen the Bleague since Season 1, where they won the Bleague. They've been pretty consistent so far. Starting off kind of a strange run. Okay, we got a 10, a 9, a 4, and a 2. No zeros, which is good. I think that's going to be a 25, I want to say. Yeah, it is a 25. 2nd out of 12. Currently only losing to the Golden Hearts. All of them managed to finish. One of them getting a 10, another getting a 9. Great work by them overall. Heat 13, we have the Basket Ballers. We're into the top 4 now. So these teams definitely ones you want to look out for. They have done pretty well. A 10 right off the bat, and 8-7-3. No zeros. This looks really good. I think that's a 28 from the looks of it. And yeah, that's a 28. That is going to take the lead. That is going to beat the Golden Hearts. And yeah, that's excellent for the Basketballers. That's very great for them. Anyway, going into the top 3 from last event, we have the Alphabetic Assaults. First ever Bleague after being in the League the last 2 seasons, starting off with a 9. The other one's not doing so great. There is a 5 there, which is not awful, but 2 zeros isn't going to help much, and that's going to be 14 and 11th place provisionally, which is not good, especially since that could easily become a bottom 4 finish if the other 2 teams do better. Speaking of which, one of them is the Mind Readers, who got 2nd in the last event. They were in the A-League the previous 2 seasons, and then the Bleague the 2 before that. And this looks pretty solid, a 9 and an 8 and a 5. That 0 is going to hurt them a bit, but this does seem like it'll be a decent run. Yeah, 22, and that's 6 out of 15, which is guaranteed a top half finish. So that will be very nice for them. They'll definitely appreciate that. That should help them keep them out of the relegation zone. Anyway, now the final run is the Ghost Hunters, who won. The Spoopy won the last event. Will they continue that here? A 10 and a 9. That's a great start. And then a 5. Sorry for the voice crack there. 10 and 9, a 5-0. That is 24, which is enough for 4th. Not quite a medal, but still very great for the Ghost Hunters after their win last event. Now looking at the standings, it looks like the results, Basketballers, it does look like they'll win, followed by the Golden Hearts, Hydrathletes, Ghost Hunters, Dragonfly Dancers, Nightlights do tie, so great for them. Anyway, congratulations to the Hydrathletes for winning bronze, to the Golden Hearts for winning silver, and to the Basketballers for winning gold. Excellent job by all 3 of these teams. But looking at the standings right now, Basketballers will take the lead. It's actually tied between the Basketballers and the Ghost Hunters right now. Currently, the relegation zone is Crimson Killers, Battling Batteries, Bookworms, Fearsome Fire, Berry Bombers, and Social Butterflies. But we will see you next time for the first event of the Biscuit Brawl League Vine Jump. Until then, this is Rip Biscuit, signing off.